Hello everybody, welcome to week 4 of the Telegram Football Insiders here on the Telegram Sports Channel. I'm Josh Wellfish, joined as always by my partner Ethan Joyce. Ethan, not much of a week last week. We had a couple of games going on Tuesday. We've dubbed the Prep Bowl between Northeast Carolina Prep and Rocky Mount Prep, a very interesting game, to say the least, from my perspective. But the Jaguars did get their first win of the season, 20-14 over the Huskies. Southwest Edgecombe went down to South Central, I should say, and lost 26-6. They're still trying to get off the snide. But one game we talked a little bit about last week that all of a sudden maybe they're making a little bit of noise, and that's Southern Nash. They were ranked 12th according to the Associated Press in their first rankings of the season. But they're a team that's quietly making some noise at 3-0.
Yeah, 2-2A Bunn was the runner-up last year in the state finals, and Southern Nash goes and puts up 400 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns with that attack there. So it just keeps building, keeps building to that Tarboro matchup in week 5. We got to get past this week, obviously, but we can talk about the next week, even though coaches don't typically like to look ahead.
Yeah, no, let's say, Tarboro's got 2 games before they even have to worry about Southern Nash. But I'm curious from your perspective, because you saw Rocky Mount the last 3 weeks. From what you're hearing from Southern Nash, is this a team that could challenge Rocky Mount at the top?
Oh, I'm sure it could. These are Rocky Mount and Southern Nash are just 2 great running teams this year. Rocky Mount's really put together a couple of good showings on defense. With Apex and Middle Creek, even though it was a loss, they pick off the quarterback twice, and there really wasn't a huge amount of yardage in that game that Rocky Mount gave up. So, they're looking pretty good, and Sherrod coming back is only going to make it better, and as he gets in better shape, it's going to be an even better defense to watch.
Definitely, and the Griffons checking in at number 4 in the original, or I should say in the inaugural poll of the season. Mm-hmm. I handle our vote. I put Rocky Mount at 4. I had Southern Nash at 9. I've been really impressed by the Firebirds, like you said, putting 400 yards against Bunn. They got a difficult test this week against South Johnson. Don't let the 1-2 record fool you. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Southern Nash is going to play a very difficult non-conference schedule, and that can only prepare them so much for the Big East. The other game I want to talk about this week, Nash Central at Southwest Edgecombe. Southwest Edgecombe coming off last season, 2A Eastern finalists, lost in a heartbreaker against Kinston, but they lost 23 seniors, and the big question was how you replace them. The answer has been, I don't know. Because they're 0-3. Offensively, they are really, really struggling. They had a couple opportunities against South Central on Tuesday night, fumbled in the red zone twice on 2 consecutive possessions, and they fumbled once in their own red zone, and all of a sudden 2 plays there, it's a touchdown. Defensively, I will say, defensively, they are probably one of the 2 best defenses in the area. That being said, when you're facing a lot of short field situations, it puts you in a lot of difficult spots. On the flip side, they're welcoming Nash Central, who 2-1. They're looking very good. All of a sudden, we're starting to see Chris Lee kind of get some of that attitude right, some of that mindset right. And I know you haven't seen either of those 2 teams play yet. But I guess my question is for you, who is this game more important for? Nash Central, who hasn't had a lot of success in a long time and is trying to build something, or Southwest Edgecombe, who is 0-3 and just looking for some sort of positive sign that they can get something out of this season?
I guess it depends on if you're looking for it as the season or the program. The season, you could say Southwest really needs this more than Nash Central does. Nash Central, though, to get to 3-1 and beat Southwest and have that notch on their belt as well, that's gonna be a good step for this program, especially heading towards conference play. I can't wait for conference play.
Oh, believe me, I cannot wait either to see these conference teams play, but we got another 3 or 4 weeks of non-conference schedule we got to. So check back in Saturday morning. Ethan and I will have a full recap of everything you need to know in week 4 of the prep football season.